Hi friends, welcome to Guru Maths Theory Lectures. Problems we have already covered in this app. You can download this app to get the problems simple as well as the easy as well as the tough ones as well as these theory lectures. Both these are useful for CBSE, ICSE and various state boards across India and outside India also. So this video will be focusing only on theory. So the topic is some applications of trigonometry. See here, we are not studying trigonometry over here. Applications of trigonometry. Trigonometry we have studied it in other video. In that we see all that sine, cos, tan and elevation, then the distance. Here we are only seeing the few definitions which are applied in the day-to-day life. So let's start. Line of sight. Line of sight means what? What you see, right? Suppose if I am seeing this computer, then that is my line of sight. If you are seeing something on the road, then the line of sight means your eye to that object is known as a line of sight, straight line. When we observe, when an observer looks at a point E, from a point E to an object O, then the straight line EO between E and O is known as a line of sight. Okay, simple. What do you mean by horizontal? Horizontal means what? Parallel to x-axis. Means what? In simple language, parallel to earth, right? Earth, where we stand. When an observer looks at a point from a point E to another point Q, which is horizontal to E. Okay, horizontal to E means from here parallel to earth. Earth is below. Then the straight line EQ between E and Q is called as horizontal. Similarly, what is vertical then? It should be perpendicular to earth, right? Okay. What is the angle of elevation? What is elevation basically? Angle, let's see further later. Elevation means above and depression means below, right? So angle of elevation will be angle above. See here, when the eye is below the object, see here, object is above over here, eye is below. When the eye is below the object, then the observer has to look up from the point E. See here we have to look up to the object O. The measure of this rotation from the horizontal line is called the angle of elevation. Means this angle theta with horizontal is known as the angle of elevation. Similarly, reverse is depression. When the eye is above the object, means object is below. The observer has to look down from point E to the object, right? From this point E to the object. The horizontal line is now parallel to the ground. This line is parallel. That is always parallel. In elevation also it was parallel. The measure of this rotation from the horizontal line is known as the angle of depression. This angle is known as angle of depression. Now few hints while solving the problem. Whenever you choose any trigonometric ratio, then you choose it in such a way that it considers one known side, and that side you should you wish to calculate. Means one known and other unknown. These two should be included. Means what? Sine means what? Sine is opposite upon hypotenuse. So you should know at least one, means opposite or hypotenuse. Any one of these should be known, other should be unknown. And then sine of that angle we can calculate it or we know it generally. Okay. Always remember, the eye is always considered at a ground level unless the problem specifically gives the height of the observer. Means what? Here in these two figures, the eye is considered on the ground. You don't consider the height of that person. If the problem specifically states that this person is standing at 10 feet high above the ground, then take it from there, that level, above the ground. But if it does not state, then you must not consider that height of that person is 4 feet. Then how will eye is above 4 feet? Forget everything. It is considered that it is at the ground level. Okay. So that was a theory on applications of trigonometry. It was not on trigonometry. Okay. You can get these video lectures. You can download basically this Guru app from Play Store to get these video lectures, question banks with explanations, tests directly on your mobile. These contain theory lectures as well as the practical problems, solved ones. These problems are useful for CBSE, ICSE and various state boards within India as well as outside India. Also, these problems can contain simple ones as well as the toughest ones also. Okay. Follow us on Facebook on this link. WhatsApp us on this number for any query related to purchases. Also, you can get 500 plus questions with explanations and case studies on your PC. It's a separate paid version. Follow us on Facebook. Keep studying, keep watching. Thanks.